And we're back. Welcome back to Let's Play HeXen, the Death Kings of the Dark Citadel. When we last left off, we were in another swampy area because the game really likes those enemies. And I wish it didn't. I wish it hated them as much as I hate them, but it does not. It likes them significantly more than I hate them. Yet, sometimes it's just more mana efficient to do that. Oh shit, we should save under 19 now, shouldn't we? I need to go through and clear some of these out again. I can't twist that knob. What I can do is leave, and I think we will. Go hand combat with that guy, for as stupid as a mistake that is. Or can be. Ah, so what I mean is on the other side. Which means a trip across. All these guys. I really should try to get rid of the ones who crawl up here. Well, don't tell me it's another one of the useless ones. A wizard's floating around somewhere. Where is it? Silver and brass. Oh, it's another one of the useless ones, isn't it? There's one big problem with that. It means I'm still extremely lost. I'm sorry, but those pictures look alike. Alright. Let me see if I can get back to that one area and research the grounds. And they don't stop coming. Here again. It's that gate which isn't open. Oh! This is new. Also, water physics don't work that way. New area. Interesting. Can't slip behind there to find anything. Alright. Here. Here? Why here? Pretty sure we searched everything here. Unless that portal is new. And I don't think it is. It ain't. So we're here again. We've been these ways. There's nothing new here except newly spawned mobs. So here again. I know something that could be new here if we're lucky. We're not lucky. Not the weapon I was looking for, neither is that. Give me my mace. I don't understand how having 4 weapons it could be so hard to always switch to the one you want. No, just take half my life before I die. Or half my life before I leave. You know what I mean to say. That is new. And I have a suspicion about how we're supposed to get there. There that guy is. I knew he was around here somewhere. Go away. Sometimes you just want to clear an area so you can have a second to think, you know? And let him get one more hit then. Saw the red glowy teleporter on the other end of it. I suspect that that's where that one exited off door leads. No, I was trying to come down here just to get some health so I could leave, but of course the area that has the health in it has to have one of those guys appear, just so I could suffer a bit longer. There's nothing more in there. How you doing? Not where I wanted to go, but yeah. Not sure where to go at this point. Until this thing wants to lower. This thing lit, but it doesn't mean anything new apparently. Makes me start to wonder again what's a glitch and what's just genuinely being lost. So not only did it spawn one of these guys in, it spawned about 9. And 9 is just a random number off the top of my head. I'm sure it's about a lot more. Ridiculous. Calm down with the summons, game. I'm lost and I'm trying to figure out where to go and what to do, and you just not letting me have a moment of thought. I feel like I've got 2 cogs in my inventory and 2 of these are empty and they're not fitting in the slots. Like, ooh, work baton. Wizard. I can't move because one of you guys has managed to creep up behind me. This is going to be a mistake, because once I fire this, half of you guys are going to disappear into the ether, but... I don't know where to go. This game is too maze-like for its own good. See? Poof. Poof. The problem is, this is one of those ones where it's very difficult to look up a walkthrough because most of the time walkthroughs don't go the same manner as I do. When you look up a walkthrough, it's a walkthrough by Mr. Supreme Epic Brother Pro, and that guy, he has the fastest known route in the galaxy to finish the level, and you need to go exactly this way in order to do this. So like, in the walkthrough, before we even get to the point where I'm stuck, that guy will have already gone like 3 places I haven't gone to yet, because he's like, you need to go to these places in this order. I wish those guys were always one hits. Look. Solid color, solid color. Come on, man. Do I gotta look at it from a certain angle? Do I gotta crouch? Huh? I don't know. It's just frustrating because I've got no idea where to go. I've searched this portal. Is that the same one? Yeah, just making sure. I've definitely been in there. Please go away. I'm trying to focus on making progress. I've definitely been in here. That's the problem with this game and its respawns. It's just 1 step forward and 2 steps back the whole way through. You can't make progress in this game without someone trying to beat you in the face for it. And that's not a problem in a game like Doom, because in Doom, when you get lost, the dudes don't come back. So like, you still have time to sit around and think of like, plan out your next move. But in this one, when the enemies are constantly respawning like this, you don't have time to think. You don't have time to plan something out. It's just, you better hurry, hurry, hurry. You better go, go, go. Because if you don't, you're gonna die, you know? There's a switch here. I'm not sure what it's done. If it's even done anything. Switch back to these. Get some healing. Let's leave. I think we still want to be on the other side. I think predominantly my next goal needs to be find a way to get to that one red teleporter that I can see but can't get past. Is it this one? No. That's okay, we're close. It's the other one. I have to fight my way there, because these hallways are an enemy wide. The naive voice in my head is saying, maybe that switch you just pulled just now will let you leave. I should know better, and no. So now I'm really not sure again. I'm convinced, like, something should have happened where that thing should have came down by now. Because this is not the first time this has happened in this Let's Play. This would be the third time. Because 2 other times we've had things happen where something was supposed to happen and the game glitched out and it didn't happen. We had that room that I got eternally trapped in because something was supposed to happen there and didn't. And we got that bell that was supposed to make something drop and then didn't. So, as much as I hate doing this, I'll be back. I do reckon we have encountered a bug, because I have hit the walkthrough, and the walkthrough says that something that I've either blatantly missed. Let me check these windows real quick. They said there was the warrior piece somewhere here, but I suppose I must have already picked that up. Anyways, it says go up here, and those of you who have been keeping notes will know that I've already been up here, and just let that guy hit me, because I like abuse. It says go here, and up hereth shall be a switcheth. Those of you who have been keeping track know that this switch has already been pulled. This switch is supposed to lower that wall for the teleporter. I'm dead serious. It's actually supposed to lower that part. So, since that part did not get lowered, hopefully that will not inhibit our future progress. But I have to do what I have to do. You all understand, I'm sure. Dealing with that guy's gonna be a problem. Let me just wraith bait him and be done with it. Now it is Ghost Casper. No clip. Yep, there. I believe it was Casper, one of the other ones. Let's make sure we're not standing anywhere where no clapping. Yeah. I will actually, if I can remember to do so, because I don't always remember to do so, I will provide a link in the description to the Wikia page I hit for this that says that that this should have already been lowered by now. Cite my sources, you know, which takes me here as it's supposed to, which gives me the glaive seal, which allows me to activate that last thing. And by the way, that Wikia did confirm this is the last and final hub. This takes you back to the cloaca, which we have no more place in, which returns us here. We now have the warrior seal. Let's go put this warrior seal to use. Not this way. A little further down, I think. The doors are open if you are ready, mortal. It didn't actually include the word mortal, but I included the word mortal. You know, this could be the end. No joke. Because I don't know actually how much further we have to go. Yeah, this screams end to me, folks. What do you think? Let's do it. Oh! I was expecting a boss, not a minion rush. I'm actually not going to break those. I am going to run around and just throw potions in my mouth. Oh wow, there are a lot of you. Don't spawn in potions this time. And I have plenty of the chalices, so I can restore my mana. Another round of them. They seem to be teleporting in closer and closer to the center. Let's get ready. Oh, shoot. This clown. This guy was tough. Do I have enough for the shot? No. Fire! Rip him apart. Now another one's gonna break out. It might be me, which is a scary thing, because I have my own Wraithbane. Oh! Oh dear! I realize this video is going on longer than usual. We are at the potential end of the game, so bear with me. Let's drain the firestorm out, killing some of these guys before we quaff one of the chalices. It's time to quaff a chalice. And we're probably gonna die because trying to switch around menu items in this game is a nightmare. If you are still alive, I'm firing the weapon again. Now what's gonna come out? Broken glass or another wave? Another wave. They seem to go, like I said, they seem to go increasingly towards the center. It seems to be a pattern that's going to keep repeating. I realize there is a dark servant there. I'll nab it. Even though I don't see myself using it very much. Come on out, buddy. Use my own weapon against me. Make note that that chalice is there. Save that I've killed myself, because if I had fired my own Wraithbane, I would be in a world of pain. Ah, these guys. I want that if I can get to it. I think we're actually at the end of this Let's Play, folks. I'm not complaining, it'll be nice to try something else. This one was a slog. It had its enjoyable moments, but it also had its moments that were not enjoyable whatsoever. I bet after we kill the wizard, there's going to be one more threat. That should be the final one. Come at me. That thing heat sinks. And it hurts. You know what's funny is we never even got to fight the mage the last time. Give him double the power if he wants it. The way is open. And the water here is turned to ice. I don't need any more healing, however I will pick up all the mana that I can see. So are we opening the way to final credits or final boss? Nothing. Nothing. I suspect there are no secrets. Once again, you find yourself in the Great Hall of the Chaos Spear, as if no time had passed from when last you moved among these shadows. I'm trying to read faster than this comes up. But something is eerily different. A silence where once had been soft whispers. A sense of being watched by hidden eyes. Eyes which shield a malefic intent. Once before you grasped the Chaos Spear, held it with trembling hands. Now your hands tremble with something more than avarice. and dread meshes with the hunger for power. If even the power of the spear is not enough to protect you from the forces of darkness, perhaps it is better left untouched, its promise left unkept. But then, you never were one to back down from a challenge. Again, it's hard to read this slow. And other players await. What now? I am hitting the spacebar to make it move forward, and it's not. Did it get stuck on this screen the last time? Well then, we can load. Because I saved right before I walked through. Again! Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it seems to get stopped here. So, have we had a credit crawl yet? I don't think we have. Info. New. Here we are. Credits. Is that the only screen credits? Yes, it is. Credits. So, this was Let's Play HeXen, the Death Kings of the Dark Citadel / Let's Play HeXen Beyond Heretic. Final thoughts. This game is I said it before, but I keep going back to the same word. This game is a nightmare. I mean, not a nightmare, I'm sorry, wrong word. That final area was a nightmare. This game is a disappointment, is the proper word. It comes off the heels of Heretic, and Heretic is just such, in my opinion, just such a better game. Heretic was a lot closer to Doom with a medieval theme. Yeah, the enemies weren't very varied, and that was one of its biggest downfalls, is you were essentially fighting the same dudes over and over and over again. Kind of like the first Doom, to be honest. But the idea of this medieval landscape and these weapons of magic as opposed to these weapons of technology is just a concept that I like so much more. I've always been a fan of fantasy more than sci-fi. And when this came out, like I said, I didn't play it when it came out, but once I played Heretic and then saw the Heretic had a sequel, I got very, very excited, because I'm like, this is gonna be the Heretic 2 to Doom's Doom 2. Doom 2 was just a straight up improvement, better in every way, except maybe you can argue some of the maps from the first one are better. That's opinionated, but more weapons, more enemies, that's just better. That's what I was hoping this would be, and it turns out to be less weapons, and I think this one has more enemy types, but the problem is it's just the enemy types it introduces are just not fun. those shield guys force you to either use Wraithbane if you're me, or go at them with the mace, and that works up until the point where they start introducing their ranged weapons, and their ranged weapons hit hard, and they can just use them over and over and over again. And then there's also those swamp creatures that you've seen in these videos, that I have a hard time with those guys, just because they inhibit your movement and they duck under the water so often you can't really attack them as much as you would like to, as much as you can attack the other things. But this game is it has its fun moments. That one area where you were climbing up was probably one of the more enjoyable things I've had through this entire game. It's just there's the biggest thing. I was talking about this before in another video. The biggest problem with this one is the respawns. It's not just the annoying enemies. I can kill those swamp things, and I can kill those shield guys. It's the respawns. I wish this game didn't have respawns. And if it did, just inhibit them to those dudes. Just inhibit them to the ends. Nothing more than those ends. The fact that those shield guys respawn and the swamp things respawn, it's just, I know they're called stalkers, but it's just, that is such an annoyance factor. Such an annoyance factor. And there are times where you have to say that I don't have enough ammo to deal with this. One of the things they changed from HeXen that the Heretic didn't do, in Heretic, you could only carry one of an item at the end of a level. Like if you had 3 of the chalices of mana or whatever, when you exited the level, it would drop you down to 1. You probably noticed that happened in Heretic. In here, they got rid of that, so you can carry up to the maximum, with I guess except the exception being the wings. But that made it a little bit more dealable with. There are certain parts of this where if I couldn't keep all of my stuff from the other levels, I don't think I would have been able to make it through this. It's kind of like Doom, where every Doom you can start out, every level in Doom 2 you can start off with the 50 pistol bullets and the pistol if you want to try to do that, and some of them it's just not possible. Like you can make it through the level, but to get 100% kills is not possible because there are not enough bullets in the level to kill everything. And yeah, you have your fist and maybe the chainsaw if it's in the level, but sometimes the enemies are out of range of those weapons. I don't remember if there's officially a Doom or Doom 2 level where there was enough enemies out of reach that you actually couldn't do it even with your fist and chainsaw, but I know there are levels that there's literally not enough bullets, starting with the base 50 pistol bullets, to actually make it through. I know that's a fact. But there's not much more else I can say to this one. The Wraith Vein is an awesome weapon, and I am including that in my new all-time favorite weapons. Something good came out of this disappointing game, and it's not bad. It's not Heretic. Heretic was better. Heretic was just better. And the 2 names down there are 2 of my biggest heroes, John Romero and John Carmack. Love those guys, but Romero, you didn't knock this one out of the park. Made a good one, but you didn't knock it out of the park like you did with some of the other ones. Oh well. Not much more else to say. The hub system is kind of taken from HeXen, from Heretic or whatever. No, it's HeXen. I'm sorry, it's taken from HeXen. I'm thinking there's a difference between HeXen and HeXen, Death Kings of the Dark Citadel. I'm okay with the hub system. It doesn't bother me that much, but at times it does get confusing where you need to go. The fact that glitches happened here were not a good. That was not a good thing. That was not helping the situation. Like I said, I'm pretty prideful about my ability to navigate maps like this. And there were three occasions where I just had to give up and looked it up, and it flat out said something should have happened where you can move, and it didn't happen for me. So that things like that they happen, not usually in these games, but I suppose it does happen. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening as we look at this credit screen. And give these people credit. They did make a good game. I personally thought Heretic was better. And I'm sure you can find people who thought HeXen was better. I'm sure you can find those people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just I thought HeXen or Heretic was a superior game because Heretic was closer to Doom. And it's hard to be a better game than Doom. Doom is pretty high up on the list. Being compared to Doom is never a bad thing. So, again, thank you for listening and for watching. I have a plan for the next Let's Play. I didn't want to have to move it in just yet, but I suppose it is time. There's a game that I was able to get that I really wanted to be able to do, and I think I've mentioned it in a video, or at least I've mentioned it on Twitter like a couple of months ago, so see if you can find that. That'll be a fun game for you. But thank you all, and I will see you all next Let's Play. And just for curiosity, let's start a new game. Let's show you what the fighter looks like to begin with. Let's do Squire. The fighter has his fist, which comes in a little off the screen there. I don't remember the code for all weapons. I think if you do DKotDC, it's gonna kill me. I think that kills you. The cheat for all weapons in Doom I don't think works here. Maybe it's give me all. Now, I wanted to show you all the various weapons. Ah, shoot. I don't remember the cheat for that off the top of my head. And then you got the mage. And the mage actually starts with a ranged weapon with no mana. So basically the wizard is the best one. But thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.